Hi, my friend. This is Nienke Bloem, CX Leadership Expert. And today I have a video for you where I want to give you some insight behind the concept of 𝘃𝗶𝗍 of time well saved versus time well spent. And you might think, where is she? But this is a really fresh video. I taped it today on the 2nd of March and I'm in Sydney. I'm speaking at the Global Speaker Summit next week in Cairns. And behind me, I'm here for a week in Sydney, is Balmoral Beach. So I'm all here and it's nice and warm, and a great example because my flight here, I can truly explain well the concept of time well saved versus time well spent. Let's start with how 𝘃𝗶𝗍 put that out. He says, when you look at customer experience, you can look at two concepts. Where can you add elements that save me time as a customer, or where I spend my time with any other company in a good manner? And I thought my travel here with China Eastern, I flew from Amsterdam to Shanghai and from Shanghai to Sydney. I can really explain the concepts well. Let's look at time well saved. It's these elements that a company can look into where they can save time for me as a customer. Looking at travel, getting my boarding pass in the app, checking in, they're putting my luggage through to Sydney. I don't have to go into Shanghai and get it out and then put it in again. All these elements that are easy for me, that they save time for me. And I think for you, it could be interesting to see where can you make things more easy? Can you make things, time less spent for me as a customer? Then look at the concept of time well spent. And this is interesting because this is where it becomes an experience. And looking at my travel, there was some elements which I really liked. I booked business class, especially when I have these long haul flights. I truly love that. And I loved, for example, how I was welcomed in the China Eastern business class. And a person, her name was Xiao, she walked with me to my seat, welcomed me and helped me put my luggage up in a way that was very personal. It's something that's memorable. There's also a missed opportunity in this trip because I had a layover in Shanghai, and this is not from China Eastern, but this airport on a Saturday, it was crap. There was nothing to do for me. There was nothing that I could add in a time well spent. I went to the lounge, but there was no shopping. I also, in lounges, I truly miss that I can spend my time in a nice way. There's often just seats and food. Food is a time well spent element, but why not add some fun things? Why not add, for example, a walking desk or biking stations? I have seen that once at the Virgin Atlantic lounge in London, that they had these bikes, and I would love that, especially when you have a layover. I had 4 hours. Why not think of something? So you can, especially as a CX leader, or when you're looking at this, for your company, where can you add these elements? Think of where in the journey are there elements where you can invest from your brand perspective in time well spent. Have these conversations that are relational, where you add value for me. So this video, you have to think, where in the journey can you make things more easy in your CX projects? Where can you look through that lens? Or where can you add the elements of time well spent? Think about that in your strategies, think about it in your projects, and think about it in your culture education programs, because this is where you can help others in your company. Always start with the outside in perspective and see where you can add that and become truly memorable. Make your customers loyal. I say hi for you today from Sydney, and know that in 2 weeks I'll be there again with a fresh video from the Global Speaker Summit with my learnings. And for now, have a great day. And of course, if you want to work with me when you're a CX leader, when you're looking for a keynote, my contact details are in the show notes. And for now, saying bye.